Welcome, this is ARCA from Lime Rock Park for the first race of week 4. This race split 6 times. We're in top split. The SOF is 2,900, which is almost certainly going to be the highest strength of field race that the series will see this week. We're the 3-car rolling off 5th with a 51.6, lost maybe a tenth and a half on my second lap, just from not pushing as hard as I could have, or I was pushing in practice. Quite a few fast guys in here, both in oval and road. The front of the field is pretty tight. A lot of people down in the 51s. And yeah, the setup feels really weird this week. It's very floaty. The gearing is strange. It's the iRacing default road setup for this car, which is a weird choice because there's also an iRacing default Lime Rock setup. I'm not sure if they just forgot to select the right fixed setup this week for the series or what, but I was practicing on the wrong set yesterday before the new week started. But yeah, I mean, we've just got to deal with it. Rolling off 5th, we're on the inside, fine place to be for the start. Just want to keep it clean, keep it on track like always. It's a really short race, only 15 laps. It'll go by in about 12 minutes or so. And yeah.
Get ready, going green.
Only setup change I made was moving the brake bias back to 62%, and I kept the steering ratio at 10 to 1. So watching Anthony roll, he goes. We get a pretty good start compared to the guys on the outside lane, so we're into 4th, into 3rd, going into turn 1. Back up our braking point a little bit, keep it in 2nd gear, very easy to slide out wide on cold tires. The car that started in 6th actually gets through ahead of the cars that started in 2nd and 4th. He must have gotten a much better launch. But that's good for us. He can maybe slow down everyone else behind. Already, Anthony and Tyler have pulled out a little bit. I'm just taking it really careful in the first lap. It's so easy to just burn up the rear tires and slide everywhere, and then you'll start losing grip. More so than in any car I've driven recently. Gaps opened up a little bit behind and in front, but we get through lap 1 cleanly in 3rd place. Both the 1 and 5 go really deep into turn 1. The 5 car actually goes off course in Big Bend, and we slip through into 2nd. Anthony was barely able to keep it on track, so we're able to fall in right behind him. So we're up into 2nd. So we just want to follow Anthony closely and maybe learn from him. Take advantage if he has a little mistake or potentially deals with lap traffic later in the race. He's really fast. We can learn from him, definitely. So coming on to the start of lap 3, this was my fastest lap of the race, actually. It was the 2nd fastest lap anyone ran in the whole split. So back to 2nd gear for Big Bend. You're one of 2 shifts for the entire lap. Missed the first apex curb in Big Bend, but ride the 2nd one a little bit. Come out to the middle of the track for the left-hander. Keep it really tight. You can use all of this curb, but you don't want to unsettle the car. It doesn't really like taking the right-hander curb too much, so I missed that one. Track the car out wide a little bit. Try to get the power down as early as you can without wheel spinning. Take a little bit of a later apex approach for the uphill and lift at the crest so the car doesn't get light and spin you out. Miss the curb for West Bend, but use the exit curb to open up the downhill corner. Be really patient on the throttle, wait till the car gets straight, and then go full throttle. Back into 3rd for your 2nd shift. And that was a 51.4. Decent lap. Could be using more curb on the 2nd apex of Big Bend and the left-hander. But you don't want the car to bounce around too much because then you just delay the time it takes to get back onto the power. We're going to skip ahead a little bit. Yeah, all the way to the beginning of lap 14. Honestly, pretty boring race. Nothing really happened. Anthony was able to pull out 1 or 2 tenths of a second on us each lap. We were pulling a little bit of a gap on the cars behind us as well. Didn't really deal with any lap traffic until the very end here. 1 or 2 people in the back might have had some spins and I think one person left the race. This was a 23 car field at the start, I believe. No big moments. I was exploring different lines with taking some later apexes, using more curb, not using curb, just trying to find speed. Felt pretty consistent. There is some tire fall off, which is interesting because this car hasn't really shown much fall off on the ovals, even the high speed, high wear ovals yet this season. But there's now one car between us and the leader going into the final lap, lapped car. Anthony got by with no issue. I'm not even sure we're going to catch him by the end of this lap. More issues behind us. We've got a 5-second gap to the car in third place. Actually didn't realize during the race what happened to the cars that were running in third and fourth before that. I believe it was the 16 and the 2. I did not save the replay to see what happened, but overall, fun combination. I'm going to run it more this week just because I love stock cars on road courses. I love Lime Rock. But it is definitely a weird setup. I don't think it's going to be too popular. Haven't tried the truck yet. It's also at Lime Rock this week, but we'll give that one a go. But we come home second in the SOF race for the week, which is great. Really happy with that result.
There's the flag. It's over.
My tire wear at the end was 96-95 on the right, 91-91 on the left. And like I said, a 2900 strength of field, top of 6 splits. It was a clean race for us. Gains in SR and IR. And for second place, that gives us 170 championship points, which is amazing in the series for a road circuit. And yeah, thanks for watching.